They both made the same profit in year one. 10 years later, one owned 100 shops while the other still had just one. In a busy trading city, two men opened bakeries on the same street. Same products, same prices, same customers. Both shops made good money from day one. But after 10 years, one man owned an empire while the other was still baking bread in the same small shop. The difference wasn't talent or luck. It was one simple decision about what to do with profit. The first baker's name was Jamil. On his first month in business, Jamil's shop made a profit of 50 gold coins after paying all expenses. 50 coins felt like a fortune. He had never held that much money before. Jamil thought, "I worked so hard for this. I deserve to enjoy it." So he went out and bought things he always wanted: new clothes, fine food, a bigger house, better furniture. He threw a party to celebrate his success. He bought gifts for his family. He lived like a wealthy man. By the end of the month, Jamil had spent 40 of his 50 coins. He kept 10 as savings, just in case. But most of the profit went straight into his lifestyle. The second month, Jamil made another 50 coins. Again, he spent most of it. Upgrade his home some more. Buy better things. Enjoy the rewards of his hard work. This became his pattern. Every month, the bakery made money. Every month, Jamil spent most of it. He thought this was the point of business. Make money, enjoy money, repeat. Years passed. Jamil's shop stayed exactly the same size. Same location, same capacity, same income. He was making good money, but he was also spending it all. After 5 years, Jamil was still baking bread in his original shop. He had nice clothes and a comfortable house, but his business hadn't grown at all. He was trapped in the same spot, doing the same work, making the same amount. After 10 years, Jamil still had one shop. He was older, more tired, and starting to realize something troubling. If he stopped working, the money stopped coming. He owned a job, not a business. The second baker's name was Kareem. On his first month, Kareem's shop also made 50 gold coins profit. He also felt excited. But Kareem thought about money differently. Instead of spending his profit, Kareem asked himself one question: how can I use this money to make more money? He took 40 of his 50 coins and reinvested them into the business. He bought better equipment. He hired an assistant to help with the workload. He expanded his product line to attract more customers. Kareem only kept 10 coins for himself to live on. It wasn't much. He couldn't afford luxuries like Jamil. He wore simple clothes. He lived in a modest home. But he didn't care. He wasn't building a lifestyle. He was building a business. The second month, because of his improvements, Kareem's shop made 60 coins instead of 50. Again, he reinvested most of it, bought more ingredients in bulk to lower costs, trained his assistant to work more independently, improved the shop's appearance to attract wealthier customers. By month 6, Kareem's single shop was making twice what Jamil's shop made. Not because Kareem worked harder, but because he had built better systems and invested in growth. After 1 year, Kareem had saved enough profit to open a second location. He hired a manager to run the first shop while he set up the second one. Now he had two shops generating income. Jamil saw this and felt confused. How can Karim afford a second shop? We made the same money, but they didn't spend the same money. Jamil spent his profit. Karim reinvested his. After 2 years, Karim had 4 shops. After 3 years, 8 shops. Each new shop was funded by the profits from previous ones. The growth compounded. Money made more money, which made even more money. Karim wasn't even baking bread anymore. He was managing managers, building systems, creating processes that worked without him. His shops ran while he slept. After 5 years, Karim owned 20 bakeries across multiple cities. He was making more in a week than Jamil made in a year. After 10 years, Karim had over 100 locations. He had become one of the wealthiest merchants in the region, and he barely touched an oven anymore. His system did the work. Meanwhile, Jamil still had 1 shop. Same building, same routine, same income. One day, Jamil walked into one of Karim's shops and saw him sitting comfortably, reviewing reports. Jamil was exhausted, covered in flour, coming from a long day of work. Jamil asked, "How did you build all this?" "We started the same, made the same profit in the beginning. What did you do that I didn't?" Karim looked at him and said something Jamil would never forget. "You spent your profits. I reinvested mine." Jamil didn't understand. Karim explained. "Every coin you made, you turned into stuff, clothes, furniture, parties, things that made you feel rich, but didn't make you richer. Every coin I made, I turned into more business, more equipment, more locations, more systems, things that made more money. You built a lifestyle. I built an empire. You extracted money from your business. I poured money back into mine. That's the difference. Here's the truth about business that most people never learn. Profit isn't for spending. It's for growing. When you start making money, you face a choice. Lifestyle or empire. Most people choose lifestyle. They see profit and immediately think about what they can buy. A nicer car, a bigger house, better vacations. They treat their business like a paycheck. They pull money out and spend it on things that don't produce more income. But wealthy people think differently. They see profit as fuel. They pour it back into the business. They reinvest. They expand. They build systems that multiply. Jamil represents most small business owners. They work hard, make decent money, and spend it all on lifestyle upgrades. 10 years later, they're still working just as hard with nothing to show for it except stuff that loses value. Karim represents entrepreneurs who build wealth. They sacrifice short-term comfort for long-term freedom. They live below their means while their business grows above their limits. This is how you turn 1 shop into 100. This is how you go from working in your business to owning a business that works without you. The mistake isn't making profit. The mistake is spending it instead of multiplying it. Every dollar you pull out of your business to buy things is a dollar that can't grow. Every dollar you reinvest is a dollar that turns into 2, then 4, then 8. Jamil spent 10 years enjoying his profits. Karim spent 10 years reinvesting his. Now Jamil still works every day while Karim is free. Think about your own business or side hustle or career. When you make extra money, what do you do with it? Do you spend it on lifestyle or do you reinvest it into growth? Most people spend. That's why most people stay small. The people who win are the ones who sacrifice now to multiply later. Jamil built a shop. Kareem built a system. One is stuck. The other is free. Your profit decides your future. Spend it or grow it. Watch the next one.